What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Dat Talk Podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-host with me.
It is your boy, Tired Reasons.
Tired Reasons? Why you tired, dog?
Man, the greatest thing, I guess, besides my wedding, has happened, man. My son was born January 4th. 11:30 a.m. And yeah, man, I've been tired.
Been tired?
The hospital, yeah, man, they just kept bothering us. Damn hospital. Yeah, man, we're bothering the baby. You feel me? I feel like the whole day, every time the baby got to chilling, somebody was coming in there bothering me.
You just make sure it probably was good, man.
Yeah, I get it. But it bothered him, that means you bothering me. So yeah, it was a long 20, because he was born on 11:30 a.m. We didn't leave the hospital till about 2:30 the next day. Wow. So it was a long 28 hours, 29 hours.
That's dope, man. But it's good to have him home. He's healthy. Everything's great. It's the most important part.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's a good baby, man. He just was getting bothered. So I'm glad he's home. Last night was cool. The wife didn't have so much fun last night because I guess she said she didn't get no sleep. I was asleep, but I don't feel like I got no sleep because I'm
right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, before the show, me and him was in the living room taking a little cat nap.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's a blessing right there.
It is. Hopefully when he gets dressed, he'll make an appearance before we get off air today. So that's the hope. He can make his first.
Baby Reasons, first show on the podcast.
Yeah. Baby Reasons out here. You feel me?
Baby Reasons. I love it, man. Anyway, man, we got to talk about these hoops, bro. These hoops. What's up with the Golden State Resurrected Warriors? What's up with them?
Steph, man. As Kenny Smith and Shaq would say, he's making things look Steffordless. One of the biggest Warrior fans I know, my boy Mike Lloyd. Shout out to my guy Mike. Me and him always go back and forth with Steph. And, I said that Steph has no excuses. I feel that this Warrior team should be a playoff team. 7th, 8th seed, not nothing too, crazy. And then I'm not saying they got to go win a ship.
Right.
You look at superstars that have been in situations where they had to carry, for the most part, they have carried.
Okay.
You look at Kobe. After he lost Shaq, he missed the playoffs. But then the next 2 years, the Lakers in the playoffs with the likes of Kwame Brown and Smush Parker. And, his next co-star was Powell. Not Powell, was OLO.
Okay.
He got them into the playoffs. They didn't go win them, but he got them in the dance. Russ, the year after KD left, got him into the playoffs and been in the playoffs every year. Okay. James Harden, since he's been in Houston, has been in the playoffs as like the sole leader, the sole guy. So when you look at things like that, you like, Steph, this team is good enough to get in the playoffs. This team ain't no worse than Memphis, and I don't see Memphis or New Orleans or Sacramento. Some of those teams towards the bottom of the West were just far more superior talent than the Warriors. And but he's turned it on. Right. And I think he's found a way as a leader to uplift his teammates for them to start seeing like, oh, this is the Steph that we know. Because when Steph struggles, I don't think he fully got that. When he's struggling, his teammates is like, damn, bro, like, you not doing well, how we gonna do well? But once he getting it cooking and he got that juice, you know what energy is, bro. Right. When that energy is real and it's going off, they good. So what you think about their resurgence?
I don't think it has everything or anything. Let me take that back.
Okay.
I don't think it has a lot to do with Steph.
Oh.
I feel like Steph is always going to be Steph. He's going to get you buckets. I feel like it has everything to do with the heart.
Of the heart.
Draymond Green has came back and given the Warriors resurrection, given them new life. They have heart on that court. He said it himself. He said he's going to get the rookie my man Wiseman, he's going to make sure he's going to get him right. And Draymond, he may not be the most offensively sound guy when it comes to shooting and scoring a basketball. But as far as like facilitating, Draymond is the real point guard out there. Steph is the scorer. All Steph has to do is go out there and score. That's all he got to do. Draymond is the muscle. He's the heart to getting everybody to the right place, directing people, giving people that, like, get your butt back on defense. Move, get over there. You're supposed to be here. He's the floor general for the Warriors. And there's no disrespect to Steph. There's no disrespect to him. Not saying he can't pass the ball, but Steph is a scorer. He can go out there like we've seen, put up 62, put up 30, and score Steph-less. But the only thing changed between the Warriors in the first few games and now is that they didn't have their heart. When you give yourself heart, you got a new beat. You got a new step to your step. And now Steph.
With it.
Yes.
I thought it was a Wizard of Oz, but I like that too.
Oh, okay.
Because you know what happened with Wizard of Oz when the Lion, when he was to see the Wizard, he asked for
a heart.
That was the Tin Man.
Tin Man. I forgot. I haven't seen that.
I thought you was going Wizard of Oz, but
okay, no Wizard of Oz. I'm just saying, you got a new heart, you got a new beat. You got a new beat to it, all right? You got a new flow. Blood flow is coming. And now Steph can go out there and be Steph. He don't have that much pressure now to go out there and just put up buckets. I got my heart here. I got Draymond here. He knows. You know, because look, I'm going to call it spade. I'm going to call it spade. Steph ain't never been the type of dude that check you for not doing what you're supposed to do. You just don't see it. You don't see it. I've never seen Steph go, yo, get your butt over there. It's more of a talking to him and like, hey, man, you know, you should be over there, but let's get right. I'm not saying he don't have it in him, but
leadership styles.
Leadership is different than Draymond's. Draymond's style, even though it give you that rah-rah feel, he give you that respect. You respect it because you know he going to put it out there on the floor. He's going to give you the same thing he's expecting. He's going to give out there and give you 10 times more. He's going to give you that effort. And now they got that effort and they have been playing much, much differently. And I think Draymond is the heart of the Warriors. He's always been. When they won championships, even when they had KD, KD was the scorer. Steph was the scorer. Draymond was the heart. That's why when the heart came at KD, KD left. No disrespect to KD. But the heart said, hey, man, you acting like a little B right now. And then KD was like, what? What you mean? Are you going to call me a B? You know what I'm saying? If you the leader of the team, ain't nobody going to call you no B. Ain't nobody going to check you and say you a B. If that's your team. That's when KD realized it's not my team. I'm out of here. I got my 2 rings. I did what I needed to do. I know what it feels like to win a chip. They haven't gave me my credit for winning a chip, even though they've been saying I'm better than LeBron because I went to a better team than LeBron ever been on. Then when you got multiple shooters, you got great role players, you got all this stuff, and you got KD on there. Come on, man. That's like a pizza with extra topping for free. You ain't even got to pay for the drink, and you get cinnamon sticks, and you get lifetime free pepperoni for free, and you ain't got to worry about nothing.
So you just ordered the one pizza, and then everything else
just flourished.
You said the free cinnamon sticks, too?
Free cinnamon sticks, bro. Free cinnamon sticks. So I really think that it has everything to do with Draymond, and it has a little bit to do with Steph because you still got to score points, and Steph is going to give you the points. But I think what Draymond does is he gives you so much more on the defensive end, and he gives you so much more on the heart and the intensity end. And I think now they're playing with intensity, they're playing with purpose, and they're trying to win games. You know what I mean? They're trying to win games.
Yeah, man, and that's good. Like, I look at the Warriors with Steph and Draymond like a household.
Yeah.
Steph is the worker of the household. He's the cool parent.
Right.
Cool parent.
Cool parent.
You know, Draymond the parent that's all discipline.
Right.
It ain't nothing sweet over there with Draymond. He ain't here. It's Draymond like, I get up every day and go to work.
Facts.
Y'all gonna be out here cleaning this yard. Y'all, you know, Steph is more the parent that's like, Look, I go to work. Y'all be cool. I just need y'all to go to school.
Right.
Do what y'all need to do. You feel
right.
It's great parenting, though. You feel
No, it's good. You need a little bit different. You need difference.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
So that's just what it is. And what they missing is Uncle Clay. Uncle Clay come in. Uncle Clay, he the fun uncle. He show up and he just in the house. Hey, y'all want to go to the store? Let's go to the store. So that's when I look at the Warriors. It's a family.
It is.
You got the cool parent, you got the disciplined parent, and you got the fun uncle.
Right. I think Clay's a little bit of both. I think he gives you a little bit of fun, and he gives you a little bit of fun.
That's why he the fun uncle, because the fun uncle gonna talk to you. When you walk into the store,
right?
He gonna hit you with that talk, boy, man. I know.
Yeah. He gonna hit you like, I know Draymond can be a little bit much, but he means well. He wants us to be great, and I want to be great. Do you want to be great? Yeah, I want to be great. Be great together. Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
Play the one that's gonna talk to you on the side, that's gonna like warn you how Draymond is and kind of give you a little background about Steph.
Right.
And so like right now, that's all they really missing. They got a bunch of cousins in the house right now.
They got a whole bunch of cousins. Cousins in there just out there just to be out there. And Wiseman is the newborn kid that's coming out of nowhere. Everybody like, yo, he's going to be the one. He's going to be the one. He's got the stuff. He got the stuff for real, for real. He going to be the one right there. Let's get him right. Don't mess with him. You can mess with everybody else. Don't you mess with that boy. You better leave that boy alone. He one of those. Wiseman is that baby. He that baby right there. Everybody at least have one of those babies. When they be like, don't you mess with that boy. Don't you mess with him. They don't play. They don't play, right? They don't play. But I like what I see, though. I like what I see with the Warriors. They've been doing their thing, and they've been winning games. So, hey, everything's great when you're winning or whatever the case may be.
They got a tough stretch coming up, though. They got some games coming up.
Yeah, it's going to really test them. Going to definitely really, really test them. But word on the street now.
Okay.
That everybody's coming at my man, PG. Fresno State Bulldog, PG. PG from the Clippers. Playoff P. They coming for his neck, man. You got people calling him out his name, disrespecting him, man. He even went on the press conference. And what did he say, Breezes? What did he say?
He was just saying, man, like, ever since the bubble, people have been thinking they're sweet over there.
Sweet.
And
Sherbert.
Listen, one thing is one thing when the media coming at you.
Yeah.
Media get paid to drum up stories. That's what they do.
Yeah, drama leads.
But when your peers, when you not getting that same respect, because he basically said before last year, his respect level was like here.
Right. Talk
right now.
What is it like? What is that?
You can't see it. That's the point. You see how it left? You see how you can see that. Like, damn.
You see that?
And then now
it's gone.
His peers not respecting him the same way. Listen, I done seen PG getting, the NBA always had these little tussles. They ain't
right.
NBA. Well, Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo, that's a little different. But for the most part, ain't no real tussling.
Right.
But to see another grown man call you a soft AB?
Yeah, that's tough.
Or stop acting like that?
Tough.
Yeah, because D-Book didn't like how PG came at Cameron Payne.
Yeah.
Didn't like that. Like, man, that's the point guard, man. He made a foul. Don't be getting all silly with him. So, D-Book stepped up for his teammate as a leader supposed to. And I think that's because he got Chris Paul around him.
Right.
Chris Paul bring out a whole new level
of a dog in you, because that ain't the first time Devin Booker came at. He went at Fox, but he didn't call him that. He was like, man, that was a soft foul, man. Come on, man. I mean, that soft butter foul, biscuit having butter juice with no syrup, butter foul.
Because that's what Chris Paul do. Chris Paul brings a different hood to the team. He bring a little hood to the team, and
that fight, that roof.
Yeah. And so, but overall, I thought it was just an isolated event.
Right.
But to hear a PG press conference, it's not isolated. So in these first few games, it's his peers ain't really respecting him. How you feel about PG's respect level in the league currently?
I think a lot of it has to do with PG. Oh. I think PG did this to himself. Okay. Because again, look, Kawhi lost. Kawhi response was different than PG response. Okay? He took ownership. We didn't play good. I played bad. I got to play better. Right? That's one end. On the other end, you have your other superstar. Yo, we never said championship this year. You know, I didn't like how Doc was playing me. And, you know, we all had a lot of stuff we was dealing with. You know, I'm battling demons or whatever. And I just wasn't mentally there. And so,
shoulders and how
it hasn't really recovered. And people see that. People see that. And it's no disrespect to BG. It may be legitimate. But one thing I respect about LeBron, and he never does. People say he does, but the media really does it. He never throws nobody under the bus and say it's because my team wasn't doing good. And he just say, look, I'm gonna be honest. Look who we had, dog. Like, we did the best we could. All right. Y'all can come at me crazy all y'all want, but like, for real, let's be real. Are we gonna be real here or are we gonna be real here? And he never throws his team under the bus. People may say he does it behind the scenes. That's fine. That's fine. If that's what he does, that's what he does. Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see it, I don't hear it, then he doesn't do it. Based off when that camera's on, LeBron said, hey, we got to play better. They outplayed us. Hey, he's a hell of a player. He did some amazing things. I played defense. He made shots on me. We didn't. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Even when JR fumbled with the Henny moment, the JR Henny moment when he forgot that, they didn't have no timeouts and they got the ball back. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed off. But he said, hey, man, we move on. We got to move on to the next game. Thought we had a timeout. We didn't have a timeout. We missed a free throw. We missed opportunities. We move on, game 2. That's what I respect about that man so much. And so when PG gets on the mic and it's everybody else's reason, and then it's PG, people going to take heed of that and be like, yo, you're acting like a little punk right now, bro. Own up to y'all not doing what y'all said y'all was going to do. Own up to all this rah-rah y'all had going. Just own up to it. Be like, yo, I play like crap. That's nobody's fault but mine. I'm going to get better in the offseason. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we never feel this again. People respect that. You get what I'm saying? But when you
I felt that. When you said that right there, I felt that.
You know what I mean? But when you are pointing the blame at everybody else, then you losing respect as your peers. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear what he got to say. He complain all the time. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always this person's fault. And people talk. And just because you see it on the cameras, it's a lot of stuff that's talked about behind the scenes that people probably like, hey, man, PG be doing it. And I love PG. I love that he's doing well this year. And I hope he can do it in the playoffs so he can get this curse off his back about playoff P. Because that's not good. Playoff P ain't a good. Rondo playoff is different than playoff P. PG got to do something about that. But I think it has a lot to do with PG.
That's funny. He said, playoff Rondo is a good thing. When you get playoff Rondo, you get nervous. Like,
exactly.
You get playoff Rondo?
Exactly.
Playoff P, you like, we going to win.
Exactly. You're not worried. And then I think PG PG, look, man, if you ever watch this podcast or listen to it, just go out there and hoop, baby. Just go hoop. Play a game. You playing well this year. You're doing extremely well this year. Yeah. Go out there and hoop, bro. Don't worry about it. No excuses for why you lose. No excuses when things don't go your way. Just, I got to play better. I got to get better. I got to work on something. I miss shots. It is what it is. But I'm going to do what I can to improve myself on and off the court. But you can't keep finding everybody else's faults to make yours look less bad. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta. It ain't Doc Rivers' fault. It ain't your shoulder. I mean, yeah, your shoulder, but it wasn't your shoulder when y'all was winning. Where your shoulder was at when y'all was winning. You know what I'm saying? I just play through it, get through it, and go out there and hoop, man. You got tremendous talent. You're an amazing talent, but you just got to go out there and hoop, and people starting to see that. If they see where you point the fingers at, except for yourself, that's why you see Kawhi Leonard, no scrutiny, still got respect. PG, a lot of scrutiny and losing respect.
It's a tough situation, man. Like I said, I've had a chance to be around PG before the stardom. And I just feel like the respect that he had because he's a humble dude,
right?
For the most part, You know, you hear other rumblings about him, but for the most part, my encounters with him, he's a humble dude. He's a worker and all that kind of stuff. And when you create this this bullseye, you got to live up to it. You feel me? You're the one that came off in game 1 against Utah a few years back and named yourself playoff P.
Right.
You did that because prior to the Oklahoma City run, he performed pretty well in the playoffs. It's just he just didn't have enough to overcome the Miami Heat.
Right.
I mean, and at that time, a lot of people ain't got enough to overcome LeBron. So you can't feel bad about that. But when you get to the West and you run it with Russ and you have a good game 1 or game 2, whenever he did that, now it becomes expectations. And so when you finish that year and you head into the second year with OKC and you finish 5th in the MVP voting, and I think he was first team All-NBA or second team All-NBA, the pressure gets amped up.
Yeah.
Right? And then you get into the playoffs and you fold again.
Mm-hmm. And
then you get traded for and become that piece with Kawhi because you want to come home. And it's LA, and then in that press conference, it's championship or bust, and it's just us here, and this is what we about to do. And then you get to the playoffs again, and it's and then you want to start blaming others instead of saying, like you said, accountability, saying I didn't play well. Don't worry, I got something for everybody come this season. Right. I ain't got much to say. Just know I've been in this gym and it's on. And you could have left it at that. And when nobody said that, like, oh, okay, we're going to see PG. But to me, like I told you last week, I don't care about regular season PG.
Right.
All I care about is playoff PG. Show me that PG. He needs his tag label is PG-13. And see, when PG-13, right, that means the kids can still go watch that movie. I need him to become rated R. You got to pay admission. You got to go with a parent to watch what he do on the court. That's what I need. I need rated R PG. This PG-13, I need rated R.
No, I feel it. I definitely feel it. Definitely feel it, man. I keep doing what you're doing, PG. Just go out there and hoop, man. Just go hoop, bro. Just go hoop. Take care of your fam and don't worry about all that nonsense. But you got to a little bit. It got to do with you, man. About accountability or whatever the case may be, man. But let's get into this big debate, man. We talked about it last week, but I've been seeing a lot of videos on it when it comes to point guards and when it's coming to Kyrie and Trae Young.
All I know is Dat Talk was the first one to bring this to attention. So I need
I know.
These streets to start giving us our respect.
I know. I'm just saying, man, it was on the freaking videos, Kyrie and Trae Young. Who's better? And so I thought about it. It's hard to do the who's better. So I said, let's talk about the point guards right now. Who are the top point guards right now in the 2020-2021 season right now? Who you got as your top guys?
You want to order or just my top 5 guys?
I mean, you can put them in order. Or you can put them in top 5. Whatever you want to do, man. Daddy Reasons, whatever you want to do.
So in order, I'm looking at, I'm going to go Steph because he's a champion. And you feel me? At first, he was Wardell Curry. Now he's back to Steph right now. So I'm going to give Steph his respect. Next, I'm going to give Dame Lillard his respect. I feel like he don't get enough. He don't get enough. Next, I'm going to give it to Kyrie. He just got to shut up and hoop. And I just mean shut up and hoop as far as when he talk about other stuff related to basketball, but that's not related to basketball. Because the Kyrie, the man that's doing stuff, he ain't got to shut up. That Kyrie ain't got to shut up because he out here paying tuitions and he's doing a whole bunch of just great positive things. So it's not one of those shut up and dribble kind of thing. It's more or less shut up and hoop. If that the basketball world kind of know what I mean. Then I'm gonna give it to Ice Trae at 4, and then 5. I'm gonna go to still the best leader in basketball, Chris Paul.
Not bad list.
I'm gonna go. That's my 5.
That's not a bad list. That's not a bad list. One thing I do want to give it to my favorite point guard right now is Luka Doncic, because he is a point guard. He's labeled as a point guard in the NBA. That's his position. So Luka Doncic right now, by far, in my opinion, even without the rings, his skill set, what he does defensively, he's still a liability, but damn near everybody on that list on defense is a liability when it comes to defense. There are people who can play the passing lanes better than him because they're more quicker, more agile. But as far as like the offense ability and what he can do, Luka, number 1. Number 2. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. I like the Steph Curry number 2 because of the championships. I gotta put respect on rings. He won one without KD, so I know I gotta give him some respect. He's got 2 MVPs. I gotta give him some respect. Is he a point guard? Maybe not, but he's a point guard technically. But he's really a shooting guard. He's a dang near. Not an Allen Iverson, but he's like a scorer aspect of Allen Iverson, ability to score anywhere, but shoot anywhere. So I got Steph. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky.
Okay.
This is where it gets real tricky. All right. Okay. This is where it gets tough for me. All right. I gotta do this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
My number 3.
Number 3.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie right now. Kyrie right now because he's more seasoned. He has a lot of stuff in his tool bag. That man got a post work, got a 3-pointer, got dribbles, or whatever. He can dish it off a little bit, but even though he don't look to dish as much, but he can dish it. I got Kyrie at number 3. I like what he's doing this year. I feel like I've been telling my boy Jay, I said, look, I think Kyrie and KD gonna clash one of these days. I just feel it. Just something in me telling me they gonna clash. Because I feel like a different dynamic when Kyrie's on the floor by himself and then when KD's on that floor. And I think a part of him taking that back seat, it eats him alive. Because, he's not a backseat guy. I just feel you. I'm just telling you what it is.
He's the guy that always got to sit in the front.
Exactly. And I don't think he's okay with sitting in the backseat, but he's not okay with sitting in the backseat. And it showed a little bit of that when it came to the game they lost to Washington. It was like, who going to shoot the shot? KD shot all the shots. Then Kyrie took one shot and missed it. Then KD took the last shot. But KD had more opportunities to take the last shot than Kyrie Irving did. And I know he's okay, but in the bottom of his heart, he's not okay because he know he can be that guy. But the simple fact is that point guards don't get the same respect that wing players do. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. So I got Kyrie there. Now, this is rough. This right here, it gets a little harder. Ice Trae. What I see him doing right now, he could be number 4 because he's putting it together, but I can't put him number 4 because he's still got a little bit ways to go, still bit more things to do. So I won't give him number 4. I'll put him at number 5. I'm going to put Ice Trae at number 5. And the reason I'm going to put Damian Lillard at number 4 is because he's shown proven time. He's got his own custom thing, Dame time, all this great stuff. He does amazing things in some playoff scenarios. He's sent people home, but sometimes when he plays against better teams, he lose. One thing about Dame that he doesn't have that Kyrie has, and even Trae Young, I haven't seen him do it much too, is he don't have that mid-range game to a T. He don't use the mid-range as much. And he sure don't have no post game. He don't have a post. Dame Lillard game is layups and threes, and every blue moon, I'm going to hit you with a mid-range jumper, right? Whereas Kyrie has different tool sets or whatever, right? Trae Young, again, I don't never see Trae Young shoot mid-ranges like that. It's threes, layups, and dimes or whatever. He's part of that new era NBA. So I put him at number 5. And the reason I got Chris Paul at number 6, because, again, I got to be honest. Chris Paul is older. He's older.
That's all it is.
He's older. He's one of the best leaders to play this game, but he has all the two sets as far as like that mid-range is crazy. His post work is crazy. His 3-point is it's all right, but Chris Paul lived in the 2-point land. He was a 2-point man. He can hit you anywhere from 2, and his pick and roll and his IQ is so great. And that's the only reason I will put him. I would put him in like 1, 2, but he's not. He's 30-something years old, man. I got to call a spade a spade. He's 30-something years old. He still can play, though. Don't get me wrong. He can play, and I love Chris Paul. And it hurt me to put him there, or whatever the case being, at the number 6 spot. But I just see these point guards right here. They just a little bit younger. They got a little bit more savvy to them. You know what I mean? And I like Chris Paul. If I was to put the best leader point guard in the league, Chris Paul is by far.
Yeah, see, I didn't have Luka because I got Luka and James Harden in their own category.
What?
Yeah. So they not points, they not twos.
What are
a hybrid? So James and Luka are my hybrid guards because they're not true point guards and they're not true twos. So that's why I got Luka as more of a hybrid, a true hybrid guard, and because of his size too. He's a big body dude.
Yeah, 6'7".
And so when I'm looking at point guards or just true point guards and how they play the position, you know, because even like Ben Simmons, I got Ben Simmons as like my hybrid guard.
Oh yeah, he's a hybrid.
6'9", you feel me? And because he really can't score like that, I can't really say he's a point guard because he get buckets like a big man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so that's why I got him in that hybrid. I think I must put Russ in that hybrid. You feel my top 5 hybrid guards in the league.
Yeah, I see that because Russ not a point guard.
Yeah. So like Luka, so my hybrid 5 is Luka, JH, Simmons, Russ. I gotta think of somebody else that I'll make him put in there. Drew Holiday would be in my top 5 of hybrid guards.
He's a hybrid.
He's a hybrid. Just because they can just do more. You feel me? It's not a knock to. They just not pure points, but they're not pure twos.
Right. No, I get you. I get what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense.
And so that's why it's easy for me to put Chris Paul in my top 5 because wherever Chris Paul goes, you know you're going to the playoffs. You're gonna be at the dance.
Right. That's what I said. Chris Paul. I said this analogy, and I can't remember what the heck I said. Oh, that's what I said. I said Chris Paul is the off-brand version of LeBron James. Not like trying to knock him, but what I mean by this is saying that when he goes to teams, he makes them playoff contenders. He just don't win a chip. You know what I'm saying? Every team he goes to, he improves them and gets them better, but they don't win a chip. Nobody in their mama thought OKC was going to the playoffs.
Not a soul.
Nobody in their mama thought they'd compete. They should have beat the Rockets if they just executed down the line. But that's what I mean. Chris Paul would take your team to the playoffs, but he can't win the chip. So that's why I say he's the off-brand cereal of the LeBron James. Like LeBron takes a team, any team, and makes them championship contenders. So Chris Paul takes a team and makes them playoff contenders.
So LeBron is the box. Chris Paul is the bag.
Yes, sir. Not to knock Chris Paul in any way.
No, because the bag is, listen.
The bag is
good.
It is good, and it gives you more.
Yes, it does.
It gives you more. Okay, more.
You got the money, but when you got the money for the box,
you got to get the box.
You got to get the box.
So that's why I like. So if we take Luka out of that, then Chris Paul would definitely. We got the same sort of list, except for I got Kyrie 2, Lillard 3, and Trae Young is 4, and then Chris Paul is 5. But I probably put Paul before Young because I put him at 4 and Trae as 5 right now because I don't want to disrespect that man and what he does as a leader, what he does on and off that court, and how he, like I said, he's the off-brand version of LeBron James. That is hard to do.
Listen, it's hard. It's it's a compliment to who he is.
Right.
And as much as you a lot of people don't like how he does things. You feel me? Some people feel like he's a whiner or he's crying a lot. You know, that was a knock on him at times. I just think he just got a competitive spirit.
Right.
And because he couldn't win a ship, it made how he does things look bad. Because if he had won the ship already, wouldn't nobody say that?
Wouldn't matter. He got the short man syndrome. We all got it. All short people got it. It's when we get mad and we over-exaggerate on a lot of issues. It's just short man syndrome. We got to show some type of toughness because we ain't that tall. Like, for example, LeBron James do it. Hey, be like, that's LeBron James. Chris Paul do it. Oh, he a crybaby. It's short man syndrome. We all got it. If you're short, if you ain't over 6'6", 6'5", you got the short man syndrome. We do it. We deal with it.
I ain't that tall. I ain't got that syndrome.
But I'm saying, if Chris Paul like 5'11", 6 foot maybe. You probably what, 6'2"?
I'm 6'1" and some change.
All right, you outside of the short man syndrome. Anything below at 6 foot or below 6 foot, you got the short man syndrome. Now, the higher taller you are, the less it is, but you got it because you ain't in that wing category. If you wouldn't be a wing in the league, you got the short man syndrome for the most part. Most of the wings in the league, they get passes. They always get passes or whatever. Kawhi could play him too. If you watch a Kawhi Leonard game, he got his hands up. What is this?
Kawhi played a lot.
Exactly.
They
don't say nothing.
He ain't mad.
But I guarantee you, if he was shorter, they be talking about it. Look, Kawhi could play just as much as Pat Bev, but who they talk about the most?
Pat Bev.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kawhi can play it a lot, man.
The short man syndrome, man. But it's good. I like what I see with the point guards. I told you the generation that is going into though is becoming more and more of threes and layups, and that's sad because the mid range is becoming obsolete in this game. And if you have it, you can be even more efficient if you can shoot from anywhere on that court. It's because at the end of the day, shooting long threes is going to get tired and get old. So, and if you take away your layups, then what do you have? You don't have no post work. You don't have no mid range. You don't have no dribble pull ups to the mid range. You in trouble. And if you can't shoot off the dribble or shoot off the catch and shoot, it's raps. And that's why, like, people like the Klay Thompson, like, he got a mid-range. He got a nice little mid-range. He shoots that thing, and he can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? And so it helps him. It definitely helps. But if Klay only can shoot threes, and that's it, it'd be rough for him if they make him put the ball on the floor. So it is what it is, man. But any final words before we get up out of here, dog?
I was trying to see if we was going to look at some of these games this week.
Okay. Oh yeah, for the new thing we doing, picking teams. You got 5 games. What games we got? What 5 games we want to pick this week?
So one of the games we got Celtics Heat. Feel like that's a good one.
Okay.
The Warriors and the Clippers play twice this week, so one of those games.
Okay.
Don't necessarily matter which one. So that's 2. Sixers and Nets. Even without KD, I still feel like that's a good game.
Yeah.
Trying to see another one that looks compelling.
Knicks and Jazz.
Hey,
talk to the home.
Shout out to the Knicks. Hold on. First off, shout out to Julius Randle.
Yeah.
He ain't getting talked about, but people didn't understand. Julius Randle is out here balling. And sure are the New York Knicks.
Yes, he is.
So you said the Knicks in what game you said?
Knicks in Utah. 4-3 versus 4-3.
I like that.
Okay. Well, how many games?
So let's make it. So we got Warriors, Clippers, Heat, Bucks, Nets, Sixers. You said Utah and who?
Said Heat, Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Heat, Bucks, Warriors, Clippers, Utah, Knicks, right?
Yeah.
Sixers, Nets.
Yep.
And I'm looking at this Suns Pacer game.
What game is that? What day is that?
That's Saturday evening.
I like that.
Suns Pacers.
I like that. Suns Pacers Saturday.
A little different. You feel me? A little different. Both teams got solid records. Some surprise records in both their perspective.
Suns Pacers. I like that. Yeah, that'd be good. I like that. So
that's a good five. That's a good five.
That's a good five. So this one we get to choose the teams, right? We both get to choose. It's not you pick one, I pick the other.
Yeah, we get to choose the teams, and then we doing point differential.
I don't know, man. Basketball is a little bit harder. What's the spread? We could do over, under. We can do over the spread or under the spread. That works. Because it's so hard to know what somebody gonna score in basketball. That you don't know in basketball. But I could say if we know the spreads for the games, which you probably won't know, it'd be tough.
Let me see.
I say we could probably do the spreads in the playoffs because you got to think about it. The spreads don't come out until the day before the game, I believe.
Yeah, because right now, they said they only showing Wednesday spreads.
Facts. And so it'd be hard to know what the spread is because they're different days. So we can just
I feel like you just pick the teams and then
playoffs we do spreads because it's easier. I think it's easier to do playoffs in the spreads.
Or I feel like in playoffs we'd be picking same kind of thing with the series, just because who gonna win the series.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Kind of the same thing we did. So for the NBA, you just pick the team.
Yeah, let's pick the team. So what's the first game we got?
So our first three games is Wednesday.
Okay, which is today.
Today, yeah. So we got Celtics, Heat, Jazz, Knicks, Clippers, Warriors.
For me, I'm going Celtics going to edge the Heat in the close one. Jason Tatum been balling, but I just need more from him. I need more. I need more from JT. And now Warriors, Clippers. I think the Clippers.
Clippers lost last night. Clippers just lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, they did. Why did Paul George didn't play
last night? Probably a little rest because they had a back-to-back. So they don't want the back-to-backs.
I think the Clippers will beat the Warriors because I don't see nobody who's going to be able to guard Draymond. I mean, not Draymond. Leonard. Okay, I'm thinking about football too right now. I don't know who's gonna be able to guard
Lamar Jackson.
I was about to say that. Don't lie to you. I don't know who's gonna guard Kawhi Leonard. I think Oubre can play some defense. I think that'll help. Oubre can.
You could accept my trade, man. I sent you a trade for Oubre. You just gonna ignore my trade request?
Who'd you trade me for?
You gotta go look at it. Look, man, this is in the paperwork. We can't be talking about
I gotta see. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I don't know if I want to trade him now. The way you've been playing these past 2 days, he's been playing.
I was trying to get him before you.
I'm just saying he's been playing. He's been playing pretty good for your boy. He figured it out, Draymond Green. But I think it's gonna be a close one. I think the Clippers will have a close one because they're going to neutralize Steph Curry tonight. I think they will. I think they would neutralize him, make it tough for him because now he's going to have these long, lengthy wing defenders, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, sticking him, running around, and Pat Beverly. Yeah. I think they're going to make it rough for Steph. But if they can win, that'd be dope. But I'm going to go Clippers on this one. And then who was the next one?
Jazz, Knicks.
This is a close one. Utah just came off a brutal loss. Yeah, they did. But I like the Knicks. I'm gonna go Knicks. I think the Knicks can pull this one off. I think they got a very compatible and comparable team. I think Randolph gonna help the Knicks win this game in a close game. I'm going Knicks.
So I got the Heat.
Okay.
Got the Jazz.
Okay.
And I like the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I just like the Heat. I feel like they gotta get it going. And I think the Celtics and Heat already played this season, and the Celtics kind of got off all of in the Heat.
Yeah, that was without Jimmy. Jimmy didn't play, I don't think, that game.
Yeah. So, but Jimmy back. So Jimmy gonna play. So I got the Heat, got the Jazz. I think Utah kind of figure it out tonight in the Mecca. And then I like your Clippers thing too. I feel like the Clippers have what they can to neutralize. So our last two games is Sixers Nets and Suns Pacers.
Oh man. All right. For the Sixers Nets, I'm gonna go
No KD.
No KD. I don't think Kyrie gonna be enough to get over the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been playing well. Okay. They've been playing well. Their bench has been playing well. And they just figuring it out. And nobody thought that it was going to be this good. Doc is right now, he shows why he's so good at what he does.
Whoa.
What did I say?
Nothing. I'm just saying I'm not a big Doc Rivers believer. But
that's fine. That's fine. But as of right now, he's doing good. They're the top team in the East right now. I got to give them props. And they've been beating a lot of teams. So I'm going to say Sixers win, especially without KD. Kyrie's going to put up a fight, but I think they're going to edge the Nets out. And then for the Pacers Suns, I'm going CP, man. He's the lead of the leads. I think he's going to be a tough, very, very tough Indiana team. But I think the Suns will beat them. I think they will win the game and maybe 15 points. I'm going Suns.
So I got the Sixers too. I feel like Ben Simmons guarding Kyrie is going to kind of hamper Kyrie.
Facts.
I feel like that's going to hamper Kyrie. And then I'm going to go Pacers. I like what the Pacers are doing. Domantas Sabonis.
He's nice.
Look, man. He is another one of those guys that don't get talked about. If you're not watching basketball, you got to watch Sabonis.
They was talking about him, though, but then he got hurt.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you get hurt, you fall off the face. Like people don't understand. I'm under the impression Sabonis is there. The Heat don't beat the Pacers last year, even though they swept them. Because Sabonis adds a factor to that team. He's a walking double.
Yeah, he is.
Walking double. You feel me? And he brings something to that team. And when he's healthy and he's playing, they're good. So I got the Sixers and I'll take the Pacers. So we got three different.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Go see how things work out. Good first week. Because y'all know what happened in the NFL. And we're going to bring it up on Thursday, which is tomorrow before the playoffs. And we talk about these playoff predictions. But Mr. Daddy Reasons, your boy. I'm just going to save it for Thursday. But anyway, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Hey, I know a lot of stuff going down at the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? Just, pray. Pray that everything going to be all right. But I'll tell you one thing. Let that be a whole bunch of brothers and sisters running up to the Capitol. Guess how many shots would have been fired before anybody even touched the door? So, people who don't understand why we get mad over Black Lives Matter and the whole police brutality and social injustice, watch that video. Watch the news. It shows you right there. We don't get treated the same like you. Our house is on fire. Your house is not on fire. And they always pour water on yours without being on fire. It's crazy. It's crazy. But what you got to say before we get out of here, man?
Oh, man, just be blessed. Understand the dynamics of life, man. That's just what this is, and we'll figure it out. I believe things have changed. Shout out to the new Senate, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to the. You feel me? Shout out to the new Senate. You feel me? Shout out to the new Senate. So out there in Georgia, listen, Georgia out there rising up.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, you feel me?
First black Senate ever.
The Falcons are doing well out there.
Hey, man, shut up, man. Y'all Raiders is just as long with us. Yo, Las Vegas Raiders, they at the slots right now. They betting on the games, and I can't wait to Thursday because you going to get all this smoke. You gonna get this work. You going to get this work today. Just be ready. We got a special guest, too.
Shout out to the Senate, man. that brother that's out there, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for
Facts.
Bennett, and how is we're going through a color change.
Yeah, we are
going through a color change. Everything kind of switching from red to blue.
Blues. The Crips getting beat by the blood. I mean, the Blood's getting beat by the Crips right now.
This is crazy. This is crazy how politics is gang banging.
It's gang banging, bruh. Blood versus the Crips, for real.
True story.
For real. But this time, the Bloods and the Crips are united as far as like the real Bloods and the Crips for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We all on. Everybody want their bread. Send the bread. Send the bread. But we about to get up out of here. Always remember to stay safe, stay blessed. Give that man upstairs, y'all know his name. Give him the credit, give him the glory. Hey, and always remember to talk that talk. We out of here. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, Spotify. Where else we on, Reasons? He forgot, chat. Look at that.
A few of them. But hey, babe, check us out.
Check us out.
We out here. We
out here. All right, y'all. Peace.